Now, if you look at Sandeep, Maheshwari, it's very organic. We are still affiliates for Tony. If you don't make offer, you can't expect sales to come. There are two ways of getting traffic. Paid traffic, which is Facebook ad, LinkedIn ad, Instagram ad, TikTok ad, even Yahoo and Google ads, all that, YouTube ads. The second one is organic. It is slow process. It will not cost you that much money, but it will require a lot of patience. I can take your business to a different level. Bringing audience is the biggest difficult task in the speaking world. How many of you here, you would love to, circle around Tony Robbins at least, 10 days in a year, minimum? How many of you understand, that if you stay around Tony for like 10, 15 days, your growth will go to a different level? So that's what I'm talking about here, right? So coming back, your job, your dhamma is to make offer. If you don't make offer, if you don't make what? You can't expect sales to come. Offer is what? It's nothing called call to action. Which is like, Ikshwaku is saying, I've got a 3-step business idea. When you work with me very closely, customized, looking at your business, I can take your business to a different level. With Nitika, she can come and say, I can come into your house and see what you eat as a regular basis. I'll just come once or twice, change a few things in your kitchen, and boom, your gut health will become powerful. With Sandeep, it could be, he says, I will come into your corporate space, see, what kind of relationship your teams have, and then build upon that. So coming back, offer you need to make. If you're not making an offer, you won't get paid. You guys are clear so far? Now, you cannot make an offer on no grounds. On what grounds? No grounds. If you haven't added value, if you haven't what? Value. And you already know, it's just not value, add massive value. What value? Massive value. For the right audience, for the right kind of people, they will feel it. Some people, they will never ever feel the massive value because they don't feel it for themselves and they will project it on you. Don't take that personal. Even if you give them almost like a business class experience, sitting in executive class, which means the cabin crew comes more often, you give them some extra more on top, even in executive class, you make them more comfortable, but they don't see that, it's their problem, because they're always asking for more, because they're not happy being themselves, okay? So coming back, for the right audience, if you do massive value, you can make an offer. But who would you give the value to if there is nobody to get value from you? You guys get it? हवा में तो value नहीं दे सकते ना. लोगों को value देना है तो लोग ढूंढने पड़ेंगे. उसको हम कहते हैं traffic. क्या कहते हैं? Traffic. हमारे speaking world में इसको traffic कहा जाता है. आप client कह सकते हैं, आप leads कह सकते हैं, आप जो कहना चाहें कह सकते हैं. तो traffic लाना बहुत जरूरी है. और आपको एक चीज मैं बता देता हूँ, शायद आपको बहुत सारे speakers नहीं बताएंगे. पूरे वर्ल्ड में हर स्पीकर का, इंक्लूडिंग टोनी रॉबिन्स, क्योंकि हम उनके लिए काम करते हैं अभी भी. वी आर स्टिल एफिलिएट्स फॉर टोनी. वी स्टिल ब्रिंग हिम few hundred people every year. Bringing audience is the biggest difficult task in the speaking world. It is one of the most heavy tasks. It's called bumps on seat. It's called what? Bumps on seat. और हाँ, ये हो सकता है आप कहते हो यार सर टोनी का तो 15,000 लोग आ रहे हैं, पर उनका टारगेट फिर उस तरह से बेस्ड है. समझ रहे हो? वो 5-7 हजार में नहीं खेल रहे हैं, उनका टारगेट 15,000 है और उसके लिए उनका चैलेंज चल रहा है. अभी 10 हो गया, हमको 5 करना है अभी नेक्स्ट 4 मंथ्स में, सितंबर में इवेंट में. तो वो इतना इजी नहीं है कि आंख बंद करेंगे क्लाइंट्स आ जाएंगे. समझ रहे हो? मीटिंग्स होती है, पुश होता है, हमें बोला जाता है कि आप कितने क्लाइंट्स दोगे, आप ये बढ़ा सकते हो 50 से इसको 80 कर सकते हो, व्हाट कैन वी डू फॉर यू, व्हाट एसेट वी कैन सेंड यू. सो देयर इज ऑलवेज अ इंटेंस प्रोसेस हैपनिंग बिहाइंड द सीन टू ब्रिंग पीपल इनटू द रूम. So it's called bumps and seat. Traffic bringing is going to be one of the most heavy lifting you will do when it comes to speaking. Am I making sense? There are 2 ways of getting traffic. Did I speak about it briefly yesterday? No. 2 ways, we will talk about more. The 2 ways, we are coming to it by the way. I think the funnel is coming, maybe after lunch, before lunch. Paid traffic, which is Facebook ad, LinkedIn ad, Instagram ad, TikTok ad, and even Yahoo and Google ads, all that, YouTube ads. So it's paid traffic. You can pump in a lot of money. I promise you, if you pump in 10 CR, you will become an influencer. Very high chances. If you have a pretty decent presence, 10 to 12 CR, boom, the market will know you. Your ad will constantly come, and there's something called retargeting. Somebody has seen your ad, they will keep retargeting you, okay? But it costs, CPA, all that, impressions cost. And then the second one is organic. It is slow process. It will not cost you that much money, but it will require a lot of patience. And again, it's very burning in the beginning. You feel like, oh God, I'm doing so much, I'm giving so much of valuable content, but only I'm getting 10, 20 reactions and only 5 comments. but it will eventually slowly grow up over a period of time. And a lot of influencers are working on building organic traffic right now, because there is a joke. There's a what? Joke in our training world, in our trainers world, we call it Mark Zuckerberg money. समझ रहे हो? तो हमारे स्पीकिंग वर्ल्ड में एक मजाक है कि मार्क का पैसा छूने का नहीं. मार्क का पैसा छुआ तो तकलीफ होगी आपको. तो कमिंग बैक, हमारा सीएम हमें कभी कभी कहता है कि आप लोग इतना मार्केटिंग में क्यों खर्च करते हो? Because that's how you build up, an influencer business for most people. Now, if you look at Sandeep Maheshwari, it's very organic. Am I making sense? But then we don't know, if he makes an offer, how far he can go. He's not going to make an offer because he is clear he's not going to get paid from speaking world. But it helps him, for the credibility he carries anywhere he goes. Most people would know Sandeep. If you see him in a flight, would you know him? Would you have respect for him? Would you like to approach him and get a picture? So that's called, the credibility he carries,